Cool. We should be live. Yep, looks like we're live. Very cool. I'll just do no music then. That's probably fine. Otherwise, it's too confusing. Just do a quick drop into the chat, into announcements. Everyone learning about closure. Yeah, let's put, yeah, perfect. Twitch.tv/TeageDV. Yes, send message to everyone. Nice. I heard a Discord noise. Very cool. All right, sweet. So, I didn't even download it yet. So we can do the full run through. Although I feel like do I need to download everything if I just want to try Babashka? Do we still need to download like I'm always down to do this. I've never had this go wrong, you know? Yeah, I think it's good. Oh, for some reason it's got some extra characters. We're good though. We'll drop this. Boom. Okay. Into. There we go. Yep. Java based? Well, yeah, but it's still Lisp, so it's okay. Oh, because it's not, I should run this as sudo, I guess. Nothing wrong here. I don't know. BB. Hey, look at that. I'm in Clojure. Print hello. I don't even know what it is. Nice. I'm already a professional. Okay, cool. So we have this, but if I wanted to get like Clojure LSP, then I probably need to install the actual. What's up, Beefrito? Okay, cool. I know that you sent a bunch of stuff here. Let me go grab this. Getting started right here. I have these all actually in a different browser somewhere, but that's fine. You can tell, look, I even clicked. You can tell I clicked the links. I've been doing my exactly. Chat, do it. Can you guys hear? Oh, you can't even hear them. One sec. Okay, keep talking.
Hello, saying something.
Oh yeah, there we go. Nice. I gotta turn you up though, I think. Okay, keep going.
Yeah. Can you still hear me? I guess.
I think now they should be able to hear you. Yeah.
Yeah. I should get the chat going at some point.
Yeah. Hey, thanks, Vieira. Thanks for the sub. Chat, everyone can hear now? Yes. Confirm. We can't see now. Oh, yeah, good point. Good point, because I made that go to somewhere else. Now it should work. Very cool. Discord turns off the video if you have it minimized.
Nice. Yeah.
Thanks, Discord. I actually do still want the video even if I can't see it, but that's fine. Okay, nice. Very cool.
This is the first time we actually got video working from both sides. So.
True, yes. We've been having some difficulties, but we've got it now. All right, cool. So I want to do Clojure LSP somewhere or something like that, right?
That's the Clojure LSP IO, I suppose.
Yep.
That's the, yeah.
So we'll just get this installed quick. Yeah, nothing. This is always good too. I'm not afraid. I'll just copy another one. I already did one today, so it kind of feels like we should just keep up the good strategies here.
By the way, both the things you downloaded runs Clojure without the JVM. So.
Oh, hey, look at that. Chat was already mad because we had Java, but look at that. Ha, chat, you're wrong.
You could do a BB -, and you can put a time in front of it. You can see there is no JVM there.
Oh, yeah, true. Yeah, you will be able to tell. Let's do. So I should be able to just add probably just Clojure LSP here.
Clojure LSP, I suppose. Yeah.
Okay.
I've never used this setup, but probably that's it.
All right, so we'll just go to.
Do we want to do skip Clojure as well?
Oh, I don't think we'll have time. We'll start with BB and then we'll see where we get to. Cool BB. So, my understanding. Maybe you wanna give chat a little overview of Babashka.
Right. I guess a lot of people are kind of familiar. Like Clojure kind of expects the JVM to be there. That's how it started.
Mm-hmm.
The standard de facto implementation but like as a lot of chat is also kind of aware that it has a massive startup time, so not so great for scripts, not so great for things like writing a function as a service, AWS Lambda, these kind of things.
Yep.
And of course, and the other thing is no one can write Bash correctly. No offense to Bash Bunny.
True.
Uh,
True. Well, she's
and
pseudo bunny on, so she's got a whole bunch of alternate personalities too. So don't worry.
right. So that all of these put together kind of triggered someone enough to write this. and I would say like this is a interpreted implementation of Clojure rather than the usual compiled one.
Okay.
So this is like a full spec compliant Clojure implementation. So if you want to
cool.
look what runs it, it's Babashka/SCI small Clojure interpreter. That's another repository in the same organization.
Oh, sweet. That's very interesting.
So what this project does is it takes Psi, that's what it's called, and then bundles it using this thing called Graal VM by the other project. So we take Psi, which is also in Clojure. So it's a bunch of Clojure eating more Clojure, and running random things. So because Psi has been interpreted quite a lot, optimized quite a lot, so this thing runs pretty fast.
Cool.
And at times we should be able to beat Python at startup time and in general as well.
Nice, I like it.
Yeah. So the primary use case being people who are kind of familiar with Clojure, but are targeting the startup time or scripting or fast use cases, but not long running use cases. That's why you switch to JVM again.
Makes sense. But you can run like basically the exact same like if I had two files with Clojure and it ran in Babashka, it would run on the JVM.
Yeah, anything in Babashka should. I mean, there's some very tiny caveats there.
Right. There always are. That's fine.
Will run on the JVM, yes, but the other way around is not true because some of these things that you don't have the JVM infrastructure anymore, so you can't do the same amount of magic that you can. So there are some caveats there. So somewhere down the README, there's a thing called differences with Clojure.
Yeah, I was reading that earlier too. Which that part's fine. That's why I specifically asked in that direction, right? Because I figured probably. I mean, like, and that's kind of an interesting use case too, right? Like, you could start with writing some Clojure stuff, and it's like kind of a script for a while, and then it grows into not a script, and then you're like, oh well, I'll just run it on JVM now. Like, it's all the same, you know. Cool.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah.
Sweet. So I don't know. I just copy and pasted something here so that I could look at this.
How annoyed are you with Bash as well? So we could replace all the Bash that you've been writing with.
I basically don't even write any Bash. Nice. Look at that. That's the right time. I don't write Bash mostly because of the exact problem that you just mentioned, which is that it feels really hard. The only Bash I've written recently was from ChatGPT. I just said, hey, ChatGPT, write me a script that does this.
So, I mean, what I was thinking could be nice is something that you've asked ChatGPT we could try to recreate here.
Oh, that's a fun idea. Yeah, I can find it actually because I have the script. I think I did it in my skip go thing here. I think I've got it. Yeah, it was something like this. This one will probably work. So basically, before I wanted to do something like, basically I have a bunch of like repositories. We can make this a little bit bigger again. We just won't be able to split them, but that's fine. Classic 80 lines to add 2 different flags to your script, right? I wanted to do something that could run, basically it clones these different repos and then it just runs skip go on them. They're just like a bunch of repos that we have for SourceGraph where we want to run skip go and I don't even care what the results are. I just want to make sure that it completes basically, right? And the thing that I had that I was like, I don't know, I can do this, but then I don't know what to do with ChatGPT was like, I don't know how to make it so that these run kind of asynchronously to each other, but not like at the same. I want like it to go sequentially for each command, right? But I want all of them to run in between. So that's kind of like basically what it is, right? So there's like a get clone step, there's like a go mod download step, and then there's basically like a run skip go. So yeah, that's actually it'd be a good one.
this is perfect for Babashka.
Yeah, because this is exactly. I already know we can do good stuff with like parallelism. I already know that we're just gonna basically write a big like asynchronous map or like kind of thing or a asynchronous iter, basically on these, and then I guess like we might wanna. Yeah. So okay, cool. So that's basically what we're gonna do. So we'll make a new. Let's just call this like download and run dot clojure, right? And then we'll keep this.
Let's spend like a few minutes just make sure the connection between you and Babashka works fine.
Yes.
We'll do the eval stuff and then we can go.
Yeah.
Ahead.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. So I should have. I think I turned Conjure off to only be on for FCF. So let me look at, or only for Fennel. Conjure, or do I have one where it loads?
If you reopen the clojure file, Conjure will actually start Babashka for you as well.
Oh, okay.
It's
So
gonna be a
it is Conjure, right? That's what I'm looking. Maybe I don't even have it anymore. Let me check. Maybe I did delete it. Lisp? I don't know. I think I just deleted it. Oh my goodness! I look like a loser, and I don't even have Conjure. Embarrassing. Because I think I just wasn't using it at the time because I wasn't doing anything more with Fennel. So yeah, so we can install this quick. That's a good point. I don't think we really need to do much else besides this. Let's just make one for clojure dot.
Yeah, I just call it lisps.lua and then have both Fennel and.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll go back to that part later. Okay, so do I need to do anything besides adding this?
I don't think so, no.
Okay, cool.
That's it. I guess you don't care about like startup time and lazy loading and things.
Yeah, lazy like already does that basically for you, which is pretty nice. So let's just write this as example.sh. Okay, cool. Process Lua. Nice. Conjure. It doesn't like me. Why doesn't Conjure like me? Oh, maybe because Conjure, or maybe it is working. I don't know. It just had some error. That's fine. Well, we can ignore that for now.
So let's try like a simple expression there. So you can just write, I guess, +1 and 1, and let's try to evaluate that.
+1 1. Yep. So
I say local leader EE. I think that's the default.
Let me think. Oh, nice. I do have it. There we go. Cool. Yep. So we can do this.
But it hasn't connected to the thing because you should have seen 2.
Right. I should have seen 2.
Yeah.
Starting.
So I think what's happening is you need the NREPL. Yeah, there it is.
Okay. So I just had to do Conjure Connect first, or I probably need to tell it to like set up, but that's fine. I don't.
Yeah.
This is good enough for now.
If you start it up without the NREPL file, it's going to automatically start the Babashka for you.
Okay. Yep.
Connected to it automatically. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're good now. That's cool. Sweet.
Is this Babashka? I'm not sure.
I see what you're saying. I thought it said Babashka. Like I saw it when it started.
Okay. So it has a we might as well just start it up again.
Yeah. So yep, starting auto REPL BBN REPL server localhost. Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful.
I could recommend splitting your screen to put the thing. So it's
is it Conjure? What is it?
V split, vertical split, or split V, I forget one.
Or is it maybe it's clojure split?
Log
log V split, right? Yeah. There we go. Yeah. That's the one.
It's nice to have it on the side.
Yep. Agreed. Okay, cool.
And you could also eval things on the side as well. You can type there, and whatever's coming out, you can even eval that.
Do I do what? Enter? How do I?
Leader, the same thing. Leader.
Oh, okay. Okay, nice. Sweet. There we go. Cool. So you can even we go each one of these, right? And then we can run the last one. Oh, we had some error. Oh, maybe because it didn't like that
Yeah, you can go or eval the outer form. Like, I think it's called eval.
EB or something, right? For buffer. Yeah.
EB does the buffer.
Yep.
And you see the sand load there. Yeah.
Yep. So that makes there's our 1137, right? Or so instead we could delete. this, right? And then I would just say this, and now it does the.
That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
No need to print. Prints for losers. We're a Lisp, you know? We're Lisps. I'm with you.
We eval at the. Do you actually want to try this fancy? So one,
Yeah.
the code that I posted on the README thing.
Yep.
Could I'm going to show actually. A bit back, I can try to send you the link.
Yeah, I'm looking at the top one that you sent in.
How do I copy that?
How different variables? The def end print number and weight one.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. So it's actually a fun thing to show on stream as well.
Okay. Yeah. I'll copy it. We'll put it in.
Don't eval the buffer. Just eval one of them at a time.
Okay, so space EE is for the current thing, right? Or like EE.
I recommend ER as well, like eval the topmost form.
Oh, top. Oh, okay. So that's like recursively. Like if I'm in here, it'll evaluate this one. Right?
Eval all the way to the up, and then it gets there.
Okay.
So when you eval the def F, you're gonna see things getting printed on the right side.
Okay. So I'll do this.
Yeah, you see it's getting printed, right?
Yep.
So now the fun thing is, let's change yellow to some other color.
Okay, right. So like blue, right? And then I do space ER again.
Yeah.
And then now it's blue. Very cool. Yep, that's pretty sweet.
And then let's change maybe the 1000 to 800 or 500. It'll speed up
even faster. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, that's really cool.
So this is what I was meaning when we hit clojure, you'll see the real REPL, not the.
Right.
When I see like other things being called REPL, like this is what I mean by real REPL. Like you're changing real running stuff.
Yeah, and I do think so. This is one of the things that I liked from Fennel, even though I didn't get super far with it for Fennel, which was basically like the language structure itself lends itself to this working like easily. Like it's hard to do this kind of thing like even in Python, right? Because it's basically like you just like what are you gonna eval? You're not gonna eval like 3 out of the 5 lines in a function. You like it doesn't really make sense, right? But like for the structure of it, I think it's cool. Imagine using a true Lisp interpreter for this Emacs instead of NVIM. Ugh, why would we need to do that?
Yeah, I mean there has been, I think there is a recent effort of integrating Psi into Emacs via Rust, by the way. It's someone's actually trying to get eLisp out of Emacs, so it is always appreciated.
Yes, that would make things better. The world would be a better place.
Right.
All right, cool. So I'm with you though now.
Our connection is fine. So
yeah.
So I guess let's. Do you want to put the shell script on the side somewhere?
Yeah, we'll open it here and we'll keep our REPL and stuff on this side. So let's do okay, so like let's just maybe do like the simplest one first. Like we'll make a list of something. This is like the first thing that I need to do, right? What should I make to make a list? I didn't even know what I would do at the top. Do I make one at the top of this? Does it need to be all inside the same form? How would you think about doing that?
So pretty much like define a name there, I guess def repos.
Yeah. Okay.
And then you can put a vector there. So I guess you're familiar with difference between vector and a list in Clojure.
Yeah, so let me see if I remember correctly from my reading. So vector is more like what we would normally call, or maybe it isn't. Now I'm going to be confused because vector, does it have a fixed size?
No.
It doesn't. Okay, so we can actually grow or remove from this if we wanted, or no? Or like it's still immutable, but it doesn't. Okay.
So lists, like as the name says, it's a linked list.
Right.
And vector is a like memory contiguous allocation, so you can do random access much faster on vector.
Right. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, and list is like pointers everywhere. So yeah, getting that to work correctly is a thing as well. Is parent for working?
Yeah, it is. But I was trying to figure out how can I make this actually like me. There we go. Now it's happy with me.
Okay. Yeah, so
Is there
I
an
guess we could have.
auto format thing for Clojure too? Does like Clojure LSP have does it have formatting?
Yeah, you should do LSP buff format. It
Okay.
should do it.
All right, cool. Let me check. Vim not LSP not buff not format. No matching language server LSP info. Maybe I don't have this actually attached. Not connected. Running single file mode debug. Oh no, that's not the right one. Clojure LSP, Clojure EDN, the root directory not found. Oh, do I need some like base thing to say that this is a Clojure project?
I guess since we're doing Babashka now, we could do bb.eden as a root. Do you have the latest NVM LSP config? Because I recently did something.
Yeah, it should be. So bb.eden, like this?
Eden, without the last E.
EDN, like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Eden is extensible data notation. It just
nice. Okay.
Clojure that doesn't execute pretty much.
Okay. And then I can just save this file and that's good enough. An empty
you
one
can have an empty map in it, like a curly open close, and then yeah, that's it. So if I guess you need to LSP reset. I'm not sure.
Yeah, we'll just try it again. We'll quit out of this quick just to make sure. So let's go to here's where we were doing it. LSP info, Clojure LSP. It doesn't look like it. So
I'm still looking for file Clojure and Eden. The root is.
Oh, so it does think. So it just hadn't attached. It was still going. Nice.
Okay, there it is.
Sweet. So we've got it. We got it right here. So if I move this here and then we try and run format, very nice. Okay, so I just got to change my LSP to turn this on. I don't turn on auto formatting for every single one because some of them I don't like mostly. But we can do.
I could recommend you a formatting thing that is nice. Maybe if you want to use it.
Oh yeah, besides the Clojure one.
Yeah, I mean default one is fairly fine. But what I like to use is this one here. Let me find it out.
Yeah.
I mean, it just takes out like noisy empty spaces and things like that.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that one. So I'm gonna send it to you on Discord.
Okay. Cool.
That. Yeah. So that you can place it right beside the BB Eden.
Oh, nice. Okay, sweet. Yeah. So it's just I just put it here and it will respect this. Yeah. .clj format .edn. Okay. Cool.
So that's it. Like it sorts the thing, and I guess it makes sense.
Yep. Yeah, that makes sense. That's fine. Okay, cool. So now we're back to here. So I have a list, right? And it's just like a list of some items.
It's a
vector. Sorry, I should be clear. Yeah, in this language.
Yep. Because the def repos that you've written, that is technically a list.
So fair enough.
Lists with a function in the first place, like that is treated as a function call. Like that's all. Like the whole point of lists.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Every
cool.
other thing is later, but the lists get a bit of special treatment.
Cool. All right. So this makes sense. Cool. So what do I call this again? Oh yeah. So we've got these repos. We can do the very first thing, I guess, which is I need to. Oh, maybe we should collect some arguments. Like, how would I make like command line arguments with BB?
So Babashka comes with a lot of batteries included. So there's a thing called Babashka CLI. It's a project.
Okay.
Which is bundled into it, so you can go.
Oh, nice.
Babashka / Babashka. It's called Babashka CLI or just CLI. You could go to the README and then copy some stuff up.
Okay.
Directly.
Yeah. Well, let's look for CLI.
Same organization. It's in the same organization.
Oh,
but
I
it's
see.
Different.
Gotcha. Oh, is it not?
It's probably Babashka -CLI. I always forget what it is.
It's just called CLI. Yeah. Okay.
So it's a fairly simple thing.
Yep.
It's bundled into Babashka. You don't have to download it.
Sweet. CLI command opt1. Oh, hey, that's cute. I like, or the more Unixy. Yeah, I like. It's kind of cute though. I like doing. This is like, oh yeah, you know. My script, yeah, it's written in Clojure. You know, like you can just tell.
You have to show it out all the way outside.
Right, you're like you want everybody to know, even the people consuming this, like, oh hey, this isn't just your normal run of the day bash script. This guy right here is written in Clojure.
I mean, we
I
need to
love it.
normalize closure, by the way, as well.
Yeah, closure, by the way. You won't get sued for that one, so that's good.
But we did the tweet yesterday, so I guess, we're not affiliated with the Clojure Foundation.
I'm not. Sorry, true. We both have to just look into the camera. We're not affiliated with the Clojure Foundation. If you'd like more information on their trademark policy, click here. And then, but no one knows what click here means for a book, but that was the recommended option in the Rust trademark thing.
That is so hilarious.
I just loved, like, if you're in a book, make sure it's on the first page, and then say this, and then click here. And we're just dying when we read that one.
Yeah.
It's not working.
I'm kind of intrigued to see where all this goes at the end. Like, this is.
Can anyone explain? It's just I'm not.
Stuff. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So,
before we go into this,
yeah.
how do you want to call this thing? So Babashka also supports this thing called Babashka tasks. Which
Okay.
Is a way to kill make files if you're angry at that as well.
Oh yeah, that one I am always angry at. Yes, that would also be cool.
So I could recommend a short detour that we can read a bit about Babashka tasks.
Yeah, let's do it. Where should I go? Is that also just in the same organization, or is it on the main?
Book.babashka.org. If you can go to the book, and then there's a whole thing about. I think it's book.babashka.org. Yeah. That's
nice. This task runner, is that what you said?
So the little BB Eden that you put, it can support some tasks in it.
Sorry, say that one more time.
The BB Eden that we put there.
Oh, so okay. Yep.
You can have the thing called tasks in it. You see that key in the middle?
Yeah, I gotcha.
So we can write random things at it, and it can behave as a makefile or task runner and things like that as well.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay. So, yeah, okay. So that lets me just literally do like I can just write anything. I'm assuming they also, since you said it can replace make, it can also declare dependencies between the different tasks.
Pretty much. And you can have parallel, you can do the whole parallelism right here rather than
yeah. Do promote removing this, fs delete tree, target.
So it's all literal closure. It's just a key and closure on the right hand side.
Yeah, okay, yep. Clean doc requires fs. Did they then they are discoverable, that's cool. They take command line arguments, that's cool. Init, bar foo, terminal tag completion.
And
nice.
you can add that in your ZSHRC,
yeah.
So you can get auto completion as well, so it's pretty good.
Yeah, that is cool. Running
so my
hooks.
My point here was like, do you want to think about how does the UX of your script look like? Do you want to drive it via tasks or?
Let's start with just running it straight, like just straight top to bottom. We'll just run it all in one thing, and it's just like going to do the downloading, and it's going to do all the other stuff. And then we can just sort of see where we get to after that. I think I don't even have to write this because I can just do this. This isn't even right though. Shell probably is what I saw earlier, or is it?
So shell is in Babashka task. So for this we could use another inbuilt library called Babashka process. It's all inbuilt.
Cool. Is that in? Should I look at a separate one for that, or is that?
It's the process.
Okay. Sweet. This all makes perfect sense. Like I see, and these are all the ones from Babashka. They're just all pre-installed basically. So it's like you always have.
It's the fat binary that you downloaded that has a lot of stuff, goodies in it.
It didn't seem too fat to me. It seemed healthy, so. Cool. So this seems good. Shells process check. Okay, sweet. So Copilot was right because I can just do this. I don't actually need these other ones yet that aren't used.
Yeah. So I could recommend using shell, shell, and the good way to write this is you can say Babashka process as p instead of refer.
Oh, refer. Okay. Yep.
So you can change the refer to as, and then you put a p like p or proc or some short name for that.
Oh, just like this, right?
I can remove the shell.
Yep. Okay, gotcha. Right, and then I do proc / this.
So because this kind of improves readability of where this is coming from.
Agreed. I like that better. I like that better.
So
Very cool.
shell takes a complete string as an input. It can tokenize it
Cool.
on its own.
So then we can do this, and we could just say something like stir. We can say like git clone shallow this or something like that.
Yeah, I think so. And maybe would that work? Yeah.
No arg turns M string with one arg, extra turns X string, stir no turns X with more than one arg.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
String clone. You can always eval that thing.
Oh, true. Solid point, right? So, okay, so if I wanted to do that, right? So let's say I say conjure and we open up log.
Conjure
We'll do
connect.
like this again, right?
Yeah.
I can just
There's
say something like repo, or sorry, not this, def repo, and then I could say
Yeah,
something like,
I would recommend. So there's a better way to do this.
Yeah,
Let's
okay.
let's start a comment block. The function is called comment on the right and left hand side.
okay, yep,
Right below everything. So it's called comment. comment, the English word.
Yep.
Yeah. So let's write the stuff that we want to write inside it.
Oh, I
Have you
see.
seen the comment block before?
No, so everything inside of here just doesn't do anything. But I
And
can
you get
write
syntax
code
for
inside of it.
everything.
So I can write def repo,
Everything you get eval. Yeah.
and then I could say
So-
like first repos,
Mhm.
right? Then I go to
Yeah.
here, I can eval this, and then I can eval this root. Or no, the root will do, oh yeah, that's good, right? Def repo, first repos. Cool, so then if I wanted to do like,
Yeah,
print,
you don't have to. Yeah, you can def that as well. So yeah.
so then I can see
Uh,
that this is,
Yeah, you don't call repo. You just say repo.
oh,
Repo,
right,
repo.
okay, yep. Sweet.
Right.
Very cool.
So
That's
comment is nice because you get all the syntax highlighting, you get LSP errors, but it doesn't do anything.
Yeah. Right. Right. Yeah, that's really cool. That's really cool. So then I can even, because I don't currently do anything in this file yet, I can eval the whole thing. So I wouldn't have to
Yeah.
even go back up to repos, and then I'd do this to eval that.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
And you
really
should check
cool.
this because this is like it's called a rich comment block.
Yep.
It's both you trying it, people will see how you designed your code, and also they can play with it later on.
Right. And it's like leaving around basically like your scratch stuff if you want to pick
Pretty
up the
much.
next time you're doing things, but it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I
That's
love it.
that's
That's really cool. I really like this. That's a really fun idea.
So why I'm saying all of this is because avoid typing things into the REPL
'Kay,
or just
sweet.
evals more and more. So that's the
Yep, I'm liking that a lot. I'm liking that a lot. Okay, cool. So, given that, okay, so now we can say, now I could do instead, because repo, will this work if I just do this? Wait, why did it?
So I think it's called conjure clear buffer, reset buffer, soft something.
Conjure log.
Reset soft, that one. The next one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Conjure internal download repo. So that
So it
didn't.
has
Oh
eval-
wait, I was doing the root. I want to just do this. Sweet. So that's how I can check just this element or whatever.
Mhm.
Right. That's what I would call it. Current form. Yeah.
I could recommend setting like set wrap on the
Mm-hmm.
on this buffer.
Yeah.
It'll be good. Yeah.
Yeah. We can also go one spot
Mhm.
smaller on the text, but.
Yeah, but I could say you could call the download repo from your comment block.
Right, yeah, I just wanted to see what did this even look like. So that's cool though. I also then, but I want to do something like I want to put this in a particular folder. So that's what I had before. I have this like output dir, right? So okay, so I'm following you. I got proc. We can run proc shortly. We'll do that in a second. How would I do? We need to go back to the CLI because I want to be able to pull in like some options, like an output directory.
The way I would think about this is
Yep.
let's get all of these building block functions done,
Okay.
and the CLI can come in at the end, like tying everything together.
Okay, that sounds
So
good.
Once everything is kind of working fine from our comment block,
Yep.
we'll change the comment block into a CLI essentially.
Output base name repo. Okay, so I want to do something like if I want to set a new variable, I want to make basically like a local variable. Do I use def again? That seems not, I think that's not the right one, right? If I want to make something that's like some intermediate variable here, that I want to store some like concatenation, so I don't do all the concatenations in one. Like
So
if I
you
say
remember let from funnel, right?
let.
So we were doing def there, and then it's the same thing here.
Okay.
Let, and it takes a vector as bindings,
Oh,
left hand side, right hand side.
right. Okay, I remember this. We did this in fennel, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I
And
can
think you had
say
the same thought process there again, like def feels a bit weird. Like what can we use?
yep. So then I would do something like repo base name,
Mm-hmm.
and then I would say sure we can do this. I don't know.
Good job on using the kebab case.
Thank you. I'm already ready. I'm like, I already know we got to kebab everything. I'm not hitting the underscore once today. If I removed the key from my keyboard.
It's gonna maybe trigger some Rust people from
Yeah.
the foundation.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not even doing it. So then this would be, this is my repo base name. Now, if I have this, right, I can use repo base name in my next thing, right? So I can say like output dir, and then I can say this, something like that, right? And this uses repo base name. And then I can use this as output dir, like this.
Yeah. And whenever you do like a thing that's there, so it's recommended to require it. So you say require closure string as S maybe. As
nice.
maybe S.
Oh, it didn't like it. Okay, it didn't like me requiring it, I guess.
You can add the second vector to the first require.
Okay.
You can take vectors. You don't need like one more require.
Yep. Gotcha.
One more vector. Like these two things are vectors.
Oh, each one of them. Gotcha.
Yeah. Yep.
But then I need to quote this again or something?
Yeah.
Can I, if I do this, will it be happy with me? Doesn't really, I don't even know if it's doing.
Yeah, that's, yeah.
I must not have not actually done it. Okay.
String split on that. Yeah. And that's like a short form of regex, that hash.
Oh, interesting. This doesn't seem to be playing super awesome with. Maybe that's what I need to be doing. That's how Parent4 likes it, probably. Okay. Okay, cool. So this makes sense. So my easy strategy here, right, is I just change this to be like print line for now, right? And then
it's just gonna evaluate. You'll see the output directly in. You don't need to print.
Oh yeah, okay, right. So I can just if I just delete this, but this is a problem if I have two of these, right?
Yeah.
Because that tries to eval that thing or something. I don't actually know what it does.
So it'll eval the internal thing and then call it as a function,
right?
Which you don't want.
Right. Okay, so we have this. So now I can do download repo. So then I could just have something like this where we said I want to do download repo, and we could say first repos like this again, right? And we need two of these, so it's like scratch or something like that, right? Oops, not like that. Scratch. Okay, cool. So then I do.
So something needs to create the directory as well.
Yeah. So I think I don't actually even know if this will do it. I was just saying, like, I just wanted to see what the string actually looks like. So wrong number of args passed to. Oh, I got to do this and then this. Buffer. There we go. Right, I didn't do that. Okay, cool. Git clone shallow source graph this. Oh, I didn't have a space because I didn't think about that. So that's look at that look at that repling. I think I'm really repling, huh? Look at that, nice. Oh, you probably can't see it because it's behind us. Oh,
If you are,
I think
if you are doing that. Right, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I need to make this get cleared more often so people can actually see. I forgot that we have two of us in the corner.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what'd be smarter? I'll move this over to this side so you can all see this, and then you don't actually need to see my old. You don't need to see my old script. We'll hide the fact that I've ever written bash. We don't need anybody to know. That part's fine. We'll just pretend that doesn't exist, and then you guys can see the REPL. It's the font is JetBrains Mono. Cool. Okay, I like this already. I am thinking that I could see myself legitimately writing this. like to do these kinds of tasks, because this is cool. Okay, one question just generically. Like, how can I easily require like other Babashka scripts? Can I do that? Like, can I is there like a way to, like a runtime path for Babashka scripts on my local computer? Is that a thing?
Right. So, I mean, you could, there's two ways to look at it. So if you just want to create a directory structure, so we follow the thing that the standard clojure does. So you have an src folder.
Okay.
And then you have a bunch of stuff in it.
Mm-hmm.
So, and there you can say require something from something. I can just give you an example. Maybe you can show it out on stream. I guess.
Yeah, that sounds good. Because the reason I was asking was pretty much like, I was wondering if I could write utility like functions for myself that like I might want to use, and like easily require those into like other random scripts.
Okay. So you're also thinking of like a script library.
Yeah, but I just want to write, I'll maybe, if I was going to do this, I could see myself doing this, I probably write some things. I write them pretty often, right? I'm going to write this one, every time I write this kind of filter for directories, like I'm looking for Lua files or something like that. Well, just give me the Lua files one, something like that.
Right. I think for that, the way I have my dot files, that'll be nicer. So I use a bunch of Babashka things there, so I'm going to...
Oh, my... Oh, we just got a big raid. Don't look at how many people are here. Don't do it. Don't do it. Prime's here. Oh, no. He caught me red-handed. What do I have on the screen? I've got clojure and bash. I've got clojure and bash on the screen. It's because we've have to given up on Rust. I have to tell them, Lispy, I'm just going to let everybody know. In case you haven't been here for a little while, I wrote a long piece. It's pretty detailed. It's got a lot of information, specific, hard-hitting facts about why I left Rust. So just type bang no Rust in chat, exclamation no Rust, and you'll get all the info about that, chat. So then you'll know. Everybody will know what happened. Yeah, it's a little hard. It's a little hard to... We got him. We got him.
The counter's still running.
Oh, the counter's going up, baby. The counter's going up. We got him. We got him. Oh, no, I still love Rust, chat. We're just learning other things. Someone said, wow, TJ uses Vim. I should watch a stream more often. You guys know I'm on NeoVim core team. How does this not come up? Like I wrote a bunch of things in NeoVim, chat. What are you guys? Where have you guys been? What? NeoVim, by the way, I am affiliated.
Yeah.
I am affiliated. For one, I'm affiliated. For one, I'm affiliated. I'm affiliated with NeoVim. I'll admit it. We don't have a foundation because we don't even have enough money to pay for like someone to work full time for a whole year. And we're still beating VS Code in the Stack Overflow thing for most loved editor, so you can just take that or leave it. But you can just wow, which was, I don't know. That's crazy. But yeah, so we don't have a foundation. Everything I say is endorsed by NeoVim. Yes, it's true. Every word out of my mouth. Opinions are NeoVim's. Not my own. Not sure whose they are, but they're not mine. I give you all the permission to use the name NeoVim out loud without saying unaffiliated. What's the reason of using NeoVim for clojure while there's Emacs? Do we have any mods in the chat? Lispy, do you want to say hello, by the way? Can you introduce yourself? I didn't even have you introduce yourself at the beginning of this stream. I was so excited. You just got to say hello.
Hello, Lispy Clouds here. So, I've been following TJ since he switched to Funnel, I guess. Since the day. So I've actually defected from Prime's stream that day into TJ's one, and I've never.
He's a traitor. You can't admit that right after the raid. You can't say you're a traitor right after the raid.
But yeah, truth be told, but that's the thing. Yeah. I mean, hopefully, I'm trying to uh, push TJ into doing more closure. But
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
finally the
working.
day's come.
It's working.
Right. Yeah. I'm fairly involved in a lot of things in the closure community. Maintain bunch of things. Companies run on them, which is kind of fun. Every weekend, someone or the other will have a fun bug for me to solve. So it's fun. Write more closure. It's fun.
It is fun so far. I'm having fun. We were doing a lot of cool stuff with the REPLs already. Code is data, and data is code. Remember when I said that for the first time when my mind was blown? I think, Lispy, you were part of the reason that I got there with that one. So, JDK, no, we're running closure without the JVM.
Yeah.
We're running closure without the JVM.
Teach, do you want to show the startup time? Like
Oh,
DB
yeah. We can do it. We can do it. Watch. Here. So, I'm about to type into Twitch chat. Nice. So we're writing this thing with Babashka. So we can just run this. Oh, but I think I deleted everything from this. Let me try PST. This. Oh yeah, I deleted all of them. Nice.
Yeah, let's remove the
Look at that. That just ran. Chat. That just ran.
Yeah,
Closure.
Time in maybe.
On
Maybe.
what then? It runs on my computer. Dead air. Duh. Like, where do you think it's running? Obviously not the cloud. We didn't have 300-second wait time for a cold start. We just run it. It's on my computer. Babashka.
Do you want to try time in front of it?
Oh yeah, we can put time in front of it. There you go.
8 seconds.
Yeah. Where's the edge? I don't know if it's running in the middle or the edge of my CPU. It's kind of a decent sized CPU. So I don't know. That's a little hard to say. Do you guys know how to check that or no? I'm not aware of anyways. Is that in GDB? Maybe Next.js has a plugin for me to find out where on my computer it's running. Oh well, so let me see if I can explain Babashka in a way that that makes sense. So Babashka is an implementation of the closure spec, basically, right? And instead of trying to compile it, it interprets closure. So that's why we can have really fast startup time for this, because it doesn't have to do all the other JVM things you'd have to do if you were trying to like compile and run or do other things, right? Is that a fair assessment?
Pretty much, yeah. And it does everything as soon as possible, gets out of your way.
Right. To be clear, that was not sponsored by the Clojure Foundation. Yeah. So, but the cool thing is, as we've talked about a little bit before, people aren't there, right? Is that you like if you had something that was a script for a while and then you wanted to do more, you just start running it on the JVM instead. So that's fine.
I think the rule is like if you're more than 4 or 5 seconds, use the JVM.
Yes. Yeah.
Less than
That makes sense. And the like it's supposed to be, it's all the other closure things, right, that you would normally have. The cool part, so then I think what's cool, right, is like it's trying to help you just write scripts that are better. I did love this quote. Life's too short to remember how to write bash code. I feel liberated. Okay? Are there absolutely zero differences? No, there are differences. They're described here. And my understanding, as we talked about before, I don't know everything. Right, so it can't access everything in Java. But it's pretty much like if you have the like 99.999% case of it actually runs successfully on Babashka, you can just then run it on JVM. But it's not the case the other way around, right? So it's for scripting. But I thought that was a fun way for us to learn closure stuff. And I don't know, Lispy, I won't make you say, but like, yeah, I mean, Lispy, chat. Okay, right here. So, we've got someone who's you could say a bit of an expert here. So that's why this was kind of a fun way for us to do it. For those of you who don't know, we have a book club, readme.gg, that we're doing every other Friday, learning about languages. Clojure is the next one. So Babashka and NeoVim when? What do you mean? I'm literally doing it right now. You want me to just run this file? I just say, let's eval this buffer. Okay, I want to run this thing. Let's eval this root. Boom. We're doing it, chat. We're already doing that. People acting like we don't even do that already. I don't understand. Huh? What are people even talking about?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the
Huh?
Babashka can run in yeah anything via LSP now. Yeah, it's good.
Chat. Honestly, chat, I'm a little embarrassed for you all.
Hmm.
Like, I'm a little embarrassed. Huh? What do you mean? It's already. Can I do it again? Sure. So let's say we have something like this. We put the plus sign in front because we're cool, obviously. And I want to eval this. I do this. I'm going to eval this root. Boom. Plus 1, 2, 3, 6. It's right there, chat. It's right there. Can you do it faster? Probably not. What are the other line numbers though? What you guys mean this relative line numbers or what? You guys never watched Prime Stream? Isn't that where you guys all just came from? The new huh meme, I don't know when people use it. You got to use it when you say huh. Rofrecon. Oh, they're too dark. Yeah, they're not supposed to be important. Oh my goodness. Ember, what are you doing, puppy? This is my dog, Lispy. You want to say hello?
Hello.
I guess
She's up today. Yeah, yesterday she was having a nice nap.
I guess that's my life now. What do you want, puppy? Clojure isn't important. Wait, what? I didn't say that. When did I say that? German Shepherd. Yeah, she is German Shepherd. I did not get the official German I didn't contact Germany to find out if I was allowed to say German Shepherd. I'll have to do it next time.
Affiliated with the German Foundation.
Yeah. Cool. So yeah, so for those of you who just joined, we were replacing an old bash script that I have, which I used for doing basically like downloading a bunch of random Git repos and running a tool over them to check and make sure that they work. And I was like, it's pretty ugly. I can't read this. ChatGPT told me what it is. And I don't know what to do, right? So let's write this in a language that I could modify later. So that's what we're in the middle of doing. Is that anything else that I should mention, Lispy? Or am I missing something?
I think yeah, and hopefully with the bash we can get rid of make files you've been writing as well.
Oh yes, yeah, that's true too.
If you ask me, make is the bigger of the evils, but
yes.
That's personal opinion.
Yeah, it is. It is bad. It's bad, and people do a lot in it. So, NeoVim core member uses mouse. Of course. Why would I not use mouse when I want to highlight for you guys what we're doing? Okay, I think Emmer needs to go outside. Lispy, talk to them. Tell them cool things. I'll be right back.
Right. Yeah, let's have a chat. What are the odds of Babashka shell? You could try it out already. I mean, you could just hit BB on the REPL, and you can pretty much get the thing out. And I think there is one more project which kind of is like a shell. Let me look it up. I don't quite remember the name of it. But Babashka, you can just hit BB and then you can just pretty much use it as any other shell. Yeah, it should work. It has fair amount of stuff built into it. But yeah, new shells also there. New shells in Rust, by the way. So no, Babashka doesn't transpile to anything. It is an implementation of the Clojure language. It's interpreting Clojure on the fly. So like Python or Ruby or Lua. It doesn't have a just-in-time compiler like the JVM. But its purpose is to being as fast as possible to start and do its thing, and then that's it. No more JVM bloat coming in. That we could write Babashka in Rust, sure. That's the thing is Babashka's interpreter is written in Clojure as well. Check out this project called SCI, Small Clojure Interpreter. So that's what Babashka is doing. So someone asked, can we write Babashka in Rust? So that'll be even more blazingly fast.
True. True.
But then we'll have to say goodbye to the nice SCI project. It's a really nice thing. But yeah, I mean it would be fast, but it's probably wouldn't be. I don't know. Not as fun to write. It's not Clojure. It is Rust, sure.
Yeah, but we
I wanna say,
can't have Rust inside of it. You'll get in trouble. Yeah, you got to do BBRS
oh,
instead.
yeah.
Beavers.
Yeah.
You could ask Justin Bieber if he can be your mascot, because you guys will be Biebers.
Clojure has a fair amount of jobs. Someone asked about jobs. It is, check out Stack Overflow. It is the highest paying language, by the way.
Make some stacks, chat.
Yeah,
Um,
but yeah, happy to chat about it at any point later on. Find me on Discord. I'm there on Teacher's Discord as well.
True.
Happy to point people in some direction.
Yeah, and if you're hanging out in the README Discord, Elizabeth posted a bunch of really good Clojure stuff in our like Clojure channel. Okay, well let's continue, shall we? Let's continue. Why is Clojure so highly paid? Because you're super productive, right?
There's a there's a kind of an unrelated talk called "I wrote Elm in production and I lost my job." That's a highly recommended talk.
Okay, I haven't watched that one, but I'm gonna watch it. I wrote Elm in production and I lost my job.
It's called something like that on those lines.
Yeah.
So it's like a 20-something minutes, but the actual talk is like 12 minutes.
Yeah.
8
Okay.
minutes.
I see it
So
right here.
it talks about what productive languages kind of look like. They're using Elm as an example, but they also mention Clojure there.
That's funny.
So,
You basically, we were too good, and then I lost my job. That's so funny.
Yeah. So it's like nothing.
I mean, it's
ever
not
breaks,
funny.
Nothing ever good. So it's like, what is the point of me writing any more code?
Right. Yeah. Looks like that.
So
From zero runtime errors to zero job.
Pretty
That's
much,
funny.
yeah.
That's funny.
Management hates Clojure. Like you get a Clojure person, they're just sitting in their chair and then staring out of the window for 4 hours. And then they'll just write 5 lines of code and that's it.
There you go.
It's
love it.
horrible for management.
I have no reason to learn Clojure, but Rich Hickey Talks make me want to learn it. Yeah, that's a pretty good take, I would say. Why do you need a tool? Oh, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I would just say learn Clojure so that it gives you ideas in other languages as well. It forces your mind to kind of think in a more longer term, stable way.
Yeah.
And not break things. So that would be like my suggestion to learn Clojure. You don't have to write Clojure all the time, but
Yeah.
it's a good learning process.
Yeah, I think honestly, like, I don't know, I'm not saying like I'm only gonna write Babashka forever, because like I don't know that I have teammates sometimes, right? So like we'll probably write Bash some of the time, but like I think it's cool. Like I could see myself writing this for my own stuff, to write things and do stuff around on my computer easily. It's nice. Someone asked, why do I need a tool that downloads and tests projects randomly? I mean, I guess I don't really call it a tool. It's like 90 lines of Bash. Like it was just a script so that I could run these and test them easily without, like, I don't need to check these in anywhere or do anything. We just have like these. They're just kind of like a smoke test to make sure that I can run a project that I was working on over a bunch of different things. So
I sent you my .file stage. There's an
nice.
example of how to reuse tasks.
Oh, cool. Okay, I'll take a look at that. Wait, what the heck? Elm is getting worked on? I haven't seen. They've done 2 commits in the last year. I thought they were done. So it's all centered on details. I want to explore Elm on the back end. Control no. No. This first real. Wait, so interesting. So Evan's been working on something for that. That's quite interesting. I wasn't aware. But like, he's gonna do a talk about it and then do a bunch more work on Elm, or like, are people not gonna trust that this is gonna happen?
I quite like Elm. I mean, especially the founder. I mean, he has a lot of fun things to say and like a lot of inspirational stuff as well.
Yeah. Yeah, Elm wrote itself and Elm lost its job. That's funny. Oh, man. In the background, they're just careful about what they push the main. Okay, cool. Well, that's good. From what I had seen and from what I had heard from people, I thought they were saying Elm is some people that were using Elm. And I didn't have a great experience when I tried it a little while ago. But that was mostly because I was trying to do something Elm wasn't super great at. But that's fine.
So here, I use this via the tasks more than that. So
don't look at this one?
Folder like this.
Wait, say it again, Lesby.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, you can have a folder like that with bunch of closure files in it.
Okay. Yep.
And
Yeah.
then from another place, you can just say require general.commit or something like that.
Sweet.
So,
Very cool. Okay, that makes sense. So if you had all of these in one sort of like spot, you could easily do that.
So you could go to my ZSHRC on the left.
This one, the closure one,
some
or the RC. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, so if you look for the word commit here, it should be somewhere here. Yeah, so that's how I say task commit, and then you say bb-config that, and then the commit file is right beside it, so it can pick it up.
Oh, sweet. Okay, yeah, so I see. So task, right? That's your own little alias. So you're saying, hey, I've got some config that lives here. Yep. And then this tells me about Babashka, and then now I can run this task. Okay, cool.
So whenever I commit something, that this fancy script pops up, which asks for whom did you pair with, and then what this thing is like a. So that's how I drive this. This is one way to drive it.
Yeah, that totally makes sense. You can add other paths, blah blah blah. You just have to tell, and you just write some alias to do this. Oh, that's really cool. Oh, nice. And then here's your tasks. That's what you're saying, right? So this is how it can discover these different ones, which is really okay. That's really neat.
So this is one way. This works more for your local machine, but then if you want to actually publish it out, then you can write it as a standard closure library. Otherwise, I can download it.
Right, and then you just download it, and it can get run by anybody. Yeah.
Right. So I guess the way to think about it is like, who's the user here? If it's just you or the whole community in general. So
yeah, no, that's cool. I would probably mostly write it for me, but I like at least where I see it right now. But it's that makes sense. Okay, cool. So where are we? We've got a way to. We've got our list or our vector of repos. Sorry, I need to not say list. I know better. We've got something that's going to download the repo. We should be able to check and see if this repo exists. How do I do like ifs? Right? Don't I do? I just do if and then some condition, right?
So another Babashka library for you, Babashka FS.
Okay.
System. So Babashka FS as FS, I believe.
Oops, I said
FS
yep.
like file system.
Yeah. Just typoed.
And you can eval the require now to have the FS as well, and then that's it.
Okay. Nice.
So FS exists. I'm not quite sure what the function is, but it's another repository. You can check it out.
FS exists outputter, sure.
So if is a function that takes 3 parameters. Your Boolean.
Right, and then this is the true case, and this is the false case. Yep.
If is technically functioning.
Yep, everything's functions. Everything's functions.
So you need the do because if takes only a single expression. Yeah.
Yep, I remember that. This part like feels very similar to some of the stuff that was in Fennel, although I think when we had talked about Fennel, I don't remember. Nothing was like namespace like this, right? This was one of the things that you said. Oh, well, in Clojure we do this, and then you can namespace stuff, which is really nice.
Namespaces in Clojure is like a first-class thing, so you can also talk in terms of namespaces. Give me that namespace. Add this to the namespace. So namespace is a thing. It's not just like a language construct.
Nice.
So yeah, I think that you could actually check it out in your comment if that actually works.
Yeah. Okay. 1 sec. Someone asked about shallow. Maybe it's not. Oh, it's depth equals 1. I think is what I did before. Because I don't actually need to do the whole thing. I don't think it's actually shallow. It's like, oh right, and we can do shell instead, like we did last time, because that works. That looks a lot nicer, I think. Shallow, and then we'll just move the stir to the beginning of this.
Shell is a variable arguments.
Oh, nice. So I can just do this as well, like this. That'll work.
So git would be 1, then clone would be next, then each one of them is a.
Oh wait, I thought before we were doing. I can pass it as one string though, like this, right?
Yeah, you could do that, but shell will again break it down. So if you don't want it to work again.
Okay. So then
since you're saying git clone, yeah.
Okay, this works too. Yep. Just make sure they're all separated, I guess, which is fine. Yeah. So instead, I need to do something like I think it's depth equals 1. That's the one that I had. I don't. Woos, I think you're right. I just did shallow before. I don't remember if that's like an alias that just works or not, but you can just do depth as 1. Okay, cool. So this makes sense. So we can do this. We probably should do something like before we want to do something like download repos, right? And then we're gonna do something for each of these. Do sequence. What is this?
I would just pass repos to it, I guess.
Yeah. So how would I do? How would I do like iter?
So do you want to download them in sequence or parallel?
Let's do them in parallel.
Right. So the easiest way to do this is let's not even mention it because there's a problem later on with it.
Okay.
So do seek is the closest thing to a for loop that we have. So given a sequence of things here in repo, so it's going to take each one of them and then download.
I have to have this after. Do I have to have them like?
Yeah, if you're referring to something that's before, so yeah, it kind of like Python.
Yep.
You can also use this function called declare to forward declare things and then.
Oh, okay, that's fine. I don't mind doing this.
So in parallel, we have to. I mean, the most idiomatic way would be to use your Java multi-threading infrastructure now.
Okay, cool. Right? I don't know how to do it. Yeah.
So the one of the base constructs that we use is called the future in Clojure.
Okay.
It just spawns a thread, and whatever you pass into it, it's going to execute in a thread.
Okay.
Right. So what we say is we're gonna for each repo we're gonna create an equivalent amount of futures.
Yep, that makes sense.
And then wait for all of them.
Yep, that makes sense. That's what that totally makes sense.
So instead of do seek, we say map. So map future over the repos. So we can say map takes a function and a list and like a iterable thing to iterate over, right?
Okay.
So we say given the repos, we're gonna wrap each of the download repo call into a future.
Okay. Yep. So I'm gonna put this. What do I put this inside of the future like this?
Yeah, call download repo there, and then so we need an anonymous function here, so we can put a hash
in front of this.
In front of the future.
Okay. Oh, in front of future like this.
Yeah. That's an anonymous function. Right?
Okay.
And instead of the repo, we say percentage, the sign percentage. So that
just like this.
Yeah. So that means here's an anonymous function.
Okay. Yep. Yep. And then this is just the first argument. All the arguments. What does that mean?
Just the first argument. So you can say percentage 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. So it's a
okay.
Sort of weird way to write it.
Yeah, but it's pretty concise, right? You want to pick some symbols that you're not going to write otherwise, right? So, I mean, I guess like that makes sense.
Normally, you would write or the long way to write it, you can say fn and then a function and the rest of it. So this is the short form to write it.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. So now we mapped all of these futures, but we're not waiting on them yet. So I'm assuming like now I need to wait on these the result of the map.
Mm-hmm. So map, for people who might not be aware of it, produces a lazy sequence, right? So it doesn't do anything unless you consume the output. Right?
Nice. Pick is happy. He just heard lazy. He just like literally salivating over there. Did you know Haskell has lazy evaluation? Did you know Haskell? He's ready. He's ready to tell us. I'm aware. That's fine, Pick. It's okay. We all know. You're fine, buddy. You're fine. Don't hurt your keyboard. Like we're okay.
And we're going to do Haskell as the last thing in the book as well.
Yeah, I know. I can't wait to skip that week. Okay, right. So this is basically an iterator in Rust, right? Like because in this concept, right? Because like the iterator doesn't do anything till you call collect in Rust, right? Mm-hmm. So it's the same. Like that's conceptually like at least very similar. Okay.
Right. So here is a lazy, somewhat evaluated list of features.
Right.
But we wanna eagerly go through all of them and wait for all of them. Right?
Okay.
So now we could either wrap this entire thing, but before wrapping, we could refactor this a bit to make it look a bit more nice.
Okay, yeah, let's do it. I want it to look nice. I want to know how to write it nice.
So so instead of like map, you put this hyphen greater than.
This one? This is called
Yeah.
threading.
Threading.
Yeah, I remember because you told me this in Fennel, and I still didn't know what it was. But I knew we were gonna use it.
Right. So so this kind of flips the thing inside out, so it's a bit easy to read.
Okay. Yep.
We say error, then say repos.
Okay. Yep.
And then we go to the next line, and then call the map function without the repos at the end.
Yep. Okay.
So let's call map. No. So take the repos, call it as the last argument of the map.
Wait. Sorry. Take repos, call it as the last argument of the map. I thought that was just.
So let's wrap map in a parenthesis.
Okay. Yep.
Yep. So now repo is passed at the end of the map. Now.
Okay. I gotcha. Yep.
So now we go to the next line.
Okay.
So we are threading further now.
Okay. Yep.
So now this needs to be eager. So.
Oh, now okay. So now I can't call map. Okay, got it.
So we're gonna call run with a bang at the end. So that's an eager
Boom.
map.
Let's run
Right?
it.
So this is a side effect that's happening.
Okay.
Right. So run deref. So
Nice. It knows.
What Copilot is saying. So dereference each of the futures. Right.
Okay. Yep.
So it's kind of like future gives you this reference, and reference in Clojure is this abstraction over anything that's kind of boxed.
Okay.
So,
All right.
so
Okay.
atoms could be referenced, futures could be are referenced. They're all dereference, means unwrap the thing. It's kind of like calling unwrap on Rust.
Yeah. Okay. That I think I like at least conceptually it makes sense. I would probably struggle to guess this code, but like okay, I'm following.
Yeah. So we start all the futures and then wait for all of them.
Okay. So now can I call map again or something, or what am I gonna do to actually wait for them?
All the side effects are done. So deref on a future will wait for it to complete.
Oh, okay, cool. And this does it all. It handles the fact that there's a list of them. It's going to start them all independently.
Yeah, because run is an eager thing which is going to consume the entire list now.
Very cool. So it's like, I had started with I started with a vector. So like in Rust, the way I'm like thinking about it, right, is I have so in Rust I had like my vec or whatever, right, and then I basically called iter on it, and then I said like map, and now they're all like x or whatever, and it's x dot do something, and then now we're gonna like basically we collect all of these into a list again, and then we're just gonna wait for all of them to join. I don't remember what it is. Something. So, but okay, I'm following. This is basically join on a list, right? Like I don't know what you would call it, what the actual term is, but that's cool.
So why did we use run here and not map? Because map, first of all, it's lazy. You don't do side effects when you're lazy. So the other reason being maps is going to produce you a list again, but the output of run is nil. It's purely for side effects.
Oh, it's purely for side effects. Okay. Cool, which is fine in this case. Is there one that's not purely for side effects? What would I do if like if instead of turning this, right, this kind of thing, what if we, this, I don't know what you would do. So we'll just say something. Let's just make up something that's maybe not that useful in this case, but it can show closure. Like in OCaml, you could make like a variant, right? In like Rust, I'd have an enum. And let's say like I want to make some return value that's like either skipped or ran or like downloaded or failed, something like this, right? That's what I want to return from this. How would I make this thing?
Yeah. So you would use map, and then you said do all. So do all is a function that forces a lazy list to realize itself.
Okay, cool.
So this is effectively the same.
Okay, right? Sweet.
So this is going to return you something, but we don't care about the return right now because we are doing side effects. We are doing git clones.
Okay, cool. All right, so we'll leave it like this for right now, and then I'll just make a note to myself: do all. returns it instead. Okay, so we might play with that shortly.
Yeah, it realizes the whole lazy sequence and
Yeah.
then returns it as well.
Okay, sweet. Okay, that's cool. So this does all the repos, and then this will run all of them, and then that's cool. So let me see here. We can just do something like make dir scratch here, just to make sure. We'll have to add. Whoa, that's actually why I wanted to make a function first. I wanted to make something here. So fs like make dir.
I believe that's it. You might have to read the documentation. It's been, or you can read the LSP help for that.
Oh, why is my?
Yeah.
What does
You
it
can
think my?
ask the thing to
Here.
format it.
Yeah, it was what I don't know what it was thinking my
Yeah.
my shift width was. Unresolved this map maker. Is there no completion for like outer?
Yeah, I think it needs a project for that. I'm not too sure of LSPs.
Okay.
I am part of fair amount of closure, but no, LSP is not one of them.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
You could just ask you to read the FS documentation. It's fairly. I mean, you could go to Babashka FS and then.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, can I go to like this definition? No, that's not a thing.
I think it's not recognizing the thing there. There's
Yeah,
something up with-
maybe. Cause
Yeah, at this point, I just go to GitHub and read.
yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I was just trying to see if I could figure out what. Oh, I'm in the wrong one. I'm in process. Yeah. So if I had a project, though, like, what would it take to make a project? I don't care if I have a project. You know what I mean? Like, what does it take to go from not having a project to having a project in Clojure? Like.
So BB Eden is enough according to LSP, but I'm not quite sure if it's picking it up. But then the thing that's like the standard is called deps Eden, dependencies Eden.
Oh, okay. So I make a new one, deps.edn.
EDN with an empty map in it. That's the very bare bones project.
Okay, cool. We can try restarting this again, and then do I need? I know that like I don't have to. Oh, interesting.
You need closure now.
That makes sense. Okay, yeah, it makes sense that I need closure for Clojure LSP to work. Like that seems pretty fair.
This has Clojure org has a way to download Clojure. Now we can't escape the JVM anymore.
Now we can't escape it. But yeah, but we're not actually running JVM. Our tooling's just running JVM. So that's not really the same. You know what I mean? That's just not the same at all. Yeah, because I think this is. Go ahead.
Yeah. You could do it without you can just say Linux install without the number.sh. So that's the latest one.
Okay, so I can just do just this part basically with .sh. Cope. Yes, I'm aware, chat. We should also probably just get in it here. That's fine. Sure, that's probably .sh is probably what I need to do, right? Linux install .sh. Oh, nice. Okay. And then I just need to do change mod plus x. And then Linux install sh. Probably need that sudo. I mean, I read it, chat. We read through it, right? Okay, we read it. That's fine. I always read every single one that I download. So now I should have Clojure. Cool.
Yeah,
nice.
You see the startup time now.
I didn't say anything, okay? I didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. So now we go back to where were we making? All right, we were calling it this, right? So now, hypothetically, we might get some completions here. After, like, maybe it needs some... Go ahead.
Might be still indexing, but now if you try it, no.
Yeah, so I know that I have at least exists, right? But this doesn't seem to be giving me... This is in Clojure LSP, auto start. Yeah, so it doesn't think that it's in single file mode anymore, right? Do I need to add the fact that I have like babashka.process as a dependency? Like in my deps?
Could be that, but yeah, I mean, it's because we're kind of in writing a script. This is not like a full-on project per se.
Right.
So you could either have a namespace and then we could try it out later on like a proper project.
Okay.
It's not a
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, hey, Pravan earlier. Thanks for subbing. Do you even like the stream if you're not a sub? Great question, Pravon. One that many should ask. And Noxock, I don't think I said thanks to you either, buddy, but I appreciate it. I just asked ChatGPT if it's safe. That's actually not that bad of a strategy. It probably can tell like pretty good like percentage of the time whether it would be bad. FS directory. Okay, so I can
the API MD there, the markdown file.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I guess you could just
it's creator. Nice. Okay. Creator. So it can at least tell that this thing exists, so that's nice.
I think creators, I guess.
Or yeah, both of them were there. Creator and creators. That's fine. So I just only want to make one, so.
Yeah, DERS does this intermediate things as well, I think.
Oh, create experience if needed. Oh, nice. Okay. We can do that for sure. GPT, what the result of the bash fork bomb is. Oh my goodness, we found the adversarial attack to ChatGPT, Jersey. You're smart. That's some big brain strategies right there. Okay. So we create this file, then we can run these and we can see what happens. And we're just going to try and download these with depth 1. Okay, so I guess hypothetically, since these are all I'll just, I don't actually want some of these anymore, just in case I accidentally run it. So now I should be able to just do download repos scratch like this, right? And I should be able to just run, first I evaluate this buffer, and we should split this so that people can see again. Hey. Yeah, I'll watch for him. Okay. We put her in our kennel. Thanks. What? You're good. All right, we might have to, depending on when Neil wakes up, we'll just quit stream. So we'll see what happens. But we're good. So now I should be able though to evaluate this just this element here, and then it's downloading these, and it says concurrent.
Yeah, let's wrap it, I suppose.
Yeah. Concurrent execution exception. It doesn't like, why doesn't it like me? Why did I get concurrent execution exception?
So it did that, and then
if FS exists, do git clone depth repo.
Let's have a look at the
you know what? You know what I did wrong? I know for sure this is not right. Because this needs to be its own thing, right? Like.
Yeah, because this thing threw an exception, and that's what is getting unwrapped. Yeah.
Okay, that seems pretty reasonable. Okay. And we'll just make that obvious what we're doing there. So we can now, we'll just evaluate the buffer again. We'll just try again. Who cares, you know? Oh, look at that. Look at this downloading, and it's done downloading. Very cool. So we open up this, we check out Scratch, sure enough, Scratch, skip go. First try. Kind of. Closer than Prime's first tries, just saying. Just saying. But that's really cool. No, this is super awesome. This is really cool. Okay, here's just a knowledge question about this. If I wanted to run these asynchronously, but I didn't want to do the join, basically. Like I just wanted them to run, but I didn't care about them completing. Is there a way to do that, or is that illegal?
At some point you need to wait, right? Because if the parent process dies, all the threads are going to be killed.
So yeah, but you wait? Right. Oh, I see. Right. That makes sense. Yes. Yeah. Right. For this one, yeah. Okay, that's fine. That sounds good. Wait, that's illegal.
I mean, I think what you're saying is like fork the process and keep it running. Like the PID one will pick it up at some point, and the parent dies, and then so it would be a process fork rather than a thread fork.
Right. Yeah. That seems. I follow you. That seems fine. Scotty, why wouldn't you just do this in Python? Just learn a closure. Well, I want it to run again in 6 months. So. I don't know. Does that answer your question, Scotty? Or just
the, the the Python Foundation will add yet another feature to Python by then.
In the meantime, I'll get distracted by 8 different new Python features exactly, and then I'll be like, oh, I don't know. Plus, I mean, look at this. I've got parentheses. Python's got white space. Lame. No, I think the other reason I think it's cool is I think it would be much harder to do something like this in Python, right? This actually runs each of these in parallel. This is not associated with Python Foundation in any way. It's not their official stance that they're adding too many features. So I'll just show you again, right? Like we go here, we remove Scratch, right? So there's no Scratch folder. We'll just make Scratch again. No, I do make it.
You create it now.
Yeah. So then I can run this, right? Where I evaluate this. And look, these are all downloading in parallel, right? That's easy with Python thread pool. I guess in this case, you're probably right, Landmo. We could just open a thread pool and then we could do that.
But Python threads, they still have the global interpreter lock, right? So you need a process pool rather than like an interpreter pool, rather than the simple thread pool. So.
Yeah, I think you definitely could write this in Python. I'm definitely not saying like it's not difficult necessarily to do, but part of the reason is like literally I am enjoying learning Clojure. Yes, that's part of the reason for sure. So yeah.
I want to say Babashka is the only scripted language without the global interpreter lock right now.
Oh, there you go. Nice. There you go. Mm-hmm.
I don't have another example that does this.
Yeah, this case you could use async await. That's probably true because this is literally just blocking on like very simple IO. You probably could do something pretty similar, but like it's still, I think we're also writing a simple script, so it's also not like the end, it's not like necessarily the case where you'd be like, and now it's proven you can't do this in Python. Guys, they're making AI in Python. They're making AI. Like they can definitely write scripts, like yeah, this is really cool though. I think that this is really interesting. This concept of map future. I like the other thing. I really like this REPL style.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of the way to. This is probably like a good enough way to get going. Like, but any more than that, if you want like fancy concurrency control, so JDK 19, you have this thing called virtual threads. It's this lightweight Golang, Go routine style threads that the
cool.
JDK has now. So
yeah,
you could do it in Babashka now as well. So, but that requires more infrastructure to get it. But this is good enough.
Yeah. All right, so let's say, so I did the git clone. We have this. The next thing we need to do is we need to run, I just need to run some command on it and make sure that it doesn't fail, basically. So we can do something like def skip go command or something like that. And for this can just be skip go. That's what I had before. It doesn't really matter. Exactly what it is. Do I have skip go on my? Okay, nice. I do. So we can just change this to be skip go for right now.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. And so now I want to do something like run skip go, I guess. Defn run skip go, and this will take some directory, I guess. Doesn't really matter where. And we're gonna do proc shell. Like, can I not just do proc? What did I call it again? Did I call it proc? I did, yeah.
Proc, yeah.
Proc shell. Does proc shell have a like a current working directory thing? Can I do like current working directory in the?
I think it has a PWD, but I know the Java way to do it. But proc should have a PWD if I'm not wrong, or if it's FS, I'm not sure.
Oh, maybe it's dir.
I think Opilot hasn't seen enough closure.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know. No results for dir unused args, maybe. Okay, so maybe it's PWD. No results for doc checking info. Okay, so I don't know. We can go to oh no, this is in proc now, right?
Yeah, it should be in FS, I think, PWD.
Oh yeah, but I wanted to run the command in a particular folder, basically.
Okay, so shell takes like a map as a argument.
Yep.
First argument, you can say dir colon dir, and then you can pass the dir to it.
Okay, yeah. So that's like this, right? Or do I need to put it in the second spot? Is that what you're saying?
I think the code's hidden behind our heads here right now.
Oh yeah, you're right. Let me make a new split so you can actually see. That's what I was trying to do. Right here.
So yeah, dir, that's it, and then the rest is either a list of things or a string.
Yep. Sweet. Okay, that all makes sense. So then this would hypothetically, I can then do like defn. We can say run all skip go or something. I don't know. We should basically be able to do for all of the folders in this file or in this directory, basically, right?
Do you want this to run in parallel as well?
Yeah, I think it would be. I think it would be cool if they did.
Mm-hmm. So we could abstract this function like machinery to say like given a list of features, I'm gonna wait for all of them.
Right.
So you can have a function and then you can pass the downloads and this thing to it.
Right. So that would be like we can have something that's gonna do, I don't know, run all. I don't know. Run parallel, run par. I don't know. Right. And then you'd have what? You'd have some f.
I think it takes like a I guess F's or tasks, I guess.
F and tasks, right?
Do we need F or just tasks? It's gonna take a list of features and that's it.
Oh, right, because this is the thing that we're gonna say basically.
Wait, yeah, okay. we're gonna send this list of functions to it, and it's gonna wrap everyone in a feature.
Okay.
And then wait for everyone to complete.
Yeah, I'll have to think. I mean, I guess like I would be doing something with this tasks. And then I mean, I'm assuming I'm doing this again with the map just for future, and then we'll do run to just run it.
So tasks, I'm imagining task is a list of functions, right? We can just pass a bunch of anonymous functions, right?
Yeah, that makes sense. Why would I not do something like I almost like the way I would normally think about this is like for me, the thing I was thinking is like we do F here and we say F and then these are like items. Because then I could write this maybe if I'm gonna do this right. Let's try. I can say run par, and then I can say future, or maybe I don't. Can I skip writing the future part? What if I don't write the future? Right? Can I write if I put this with future F? Can I do this? Exactly. No, I don't need to do this. Right? I can just say this.
No, you need the hash.
I do still need it. Well, otherwise it's not lazy.
Because that's an anonymous function, right? So otherwise it's going to eval and call the feature already before the map calls.
Yep. Then I get rid of this. I say download repos like this. This I can do. That would work, right? Let me just delete this so that it's obvious.
Yeah. I think that's a good abstraction as well. Yeah. You can just take this one thing and then call it. Yeah, sure. That's pretty good.
Or like maybe I should just call it. This is like iter par.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, maybe something like that. I don't know. That's how I can think about it. Okay, so we'll just comment this part out for a second because we don't need this. Or where'd my comment go? So if I eval this buffer again and we rm-rf scratch, right? Then we should be able to just run this again, and this should hopefully still work. Which it's looking good. Nice. That's great. I like this. This is where you're like, oh yeah, look at me. I could just write these functions, and we're just making lambdas. Try writing a lambda in Python. You can only write one statement.
I mean, these things make me when Rust says fearless concurrency, I'm like, I've been doing that.
I've been doing that. I'm afraid every time I turn Rust on that I'm gonna get sued.
But you've been fearlessly concurrenting right now.
Yeah.
So
I'll upload this code to my GitHub later. Yeah, I'll just post this file later. I don't have it in a spot that makes sense right now, but I'll add it later. Yeah. Okay, that's really cool. That's really cool. I like this. I like the way that's looking. Okay, so now I can do the same thing. I just do this same run skip go directory. We can say something like iterpar, and then we say run skip go. I'm just gonna turn Copilot off for a little bit though, because I want to type it myself. Run skip go, and then %, and then what are we gonna do this on? We're gonna do this on all the things that we find for these directories. So we could do something like this, and then we can do let directories which would be like fs. There's got to be, I don't know how to find this without doing this. There's like ls. I don't know what it is.
List. I want to say
list all paths and vectors. Vectors in a list accepts multiple routes and different. List dir returns all paths here. Okay, now we're gonna get cool here because I'm gonna use filter after this. I'm already ready, right? I'm already ready. Chat's thinking there's no way he's not gonna be able to do this. Directories, okay, right? And then what are we gonna do after that? We're gonna say directories again, right? I can just keep on saying it this way each time, right?
It's just shadowing the thing like Rust.
Is there filter? Is that just the function?
Yeah.
Directories. And
filter
then
takes a function over, yeah.
Is the function the first one?
Yeah.
So then I can say fs directory %.
Yep, I think that'll work.
Yeah, I think first try, chat. I think first try.
You wanna just print out the stuff that you're getting rather than writing the
we can just do this, right? We'll just change this to say print line or something. And so then we can just change this to say run skip go. Can I not, or did I do the wrong? I think I did the wrong thing. Run skip go scratch. Internal downloader run 43. Oh, this isn't right. Is it not dir?
It should be that I'll have to.
Oh wait, I did the wrong thing. Sorry, I did the wrong thing. This is run skip go. I needed run all skip go.
There is no okay.
Look at this.
Okay.
Look at this.
It has printed out.
Skip go and we got it. First try, chat. First try. Hey, Soda Lyman, thanks for the sub, by the way. Yeah, look at that. That works great.
You can see some Java leaking out there.
Yeah, don't look too close, chat. I know that you can see sun at the beginning of this, and you're thinking, why are they thinking about, the sun? And then you realize, oh, the microsystems. Do not examine too closely, chat. Do not examine too closely. But okay, so that's really cool. So that's super cool. So then we can say something like instead, there's got to be some way I can also get all the directories as absolute paths instead. Right? Like I can say directories map. Oh, and then I'm going to rewrite this in a second to maybe use threading or something else. Right? Because now I can say
you're getting the
FS.
Whole, what's a closure code smell as well. So
Yeah. Absolutize. Okay, absolutize. I'm going to absolutize that.
Yeah.
And so now we just do our whole buffer again, and then we do this, and we should get Unix paths, home, TJ DeVries, get cool. Yep. So that's the whole path here. So that's great. Why do people hate on Java anyways? They're just mad that they're not shipping mostly. Okay, so now we need to change this. We can write this in a way cooler way, right? Because we can just because this is just threading, right? So can I not just write this whole thing basically as like I'll take this, right? Nope, not like that. No. Please. There we go. I'm gonna thread it like this. Or we'll put it up here. And then I can just do the next one. I can just keep doing this each time. Oh, and that's stupid. Why would I make this? I can just say this, and then I can just say map.
You're a pro already.
I can do this, fs/absolutize, and then that's my directories. So that's this whole thing already, right? And then I can just literally pass this to iter par, and then print line % like this.
You need to call iter par. Yeah. Isn't this nice?
Yeah, take that, Python. You got a problem, Python? Nice, worked first try.
You can say run with str on all of them, so you can see you can get rid of all the Java that you're seeing.
Oh, wait, where should I put the say that again?
You can surround the percentage with an str call.
Oh, and Java will just make that nice.
Yeah. So now it'll actually print the string version of it instead of the whole.
Got it. So okay, so we can do evaluate the buffer, evaluate this. Look at that, chat. Look at it. Yep.
Have you written the script as fast as this before?
I haven't. No, definitely not this part either, and it's not super like this. Okay, the next question is: Are there any fancy I don't know, like operators that are basically just filter and map, or any, like, is there anything or is this like how you would write this basically?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, the thing to notice here is, I mean, it's not a problem here per se, but like if you're the thing that you're transforming is massive.
Yep.
If you see that there's intermediate sequences getting created. Filter it's going to create a lazy sequence.
Yep.
Map is going to create another lazy sequence.
Yep.
So there's no way to. So that's where, I mean, we've been talking about it in the README. It's called transducers. Like you can chain all of these things together.
Oh, so this is where you're like, okay, you got to do this with the transducer stuff you guys were talking about, so that we don't actually like create those in memory. So then it's more like Rust iterators again, which like they don't create intermediate data structures for like the thing that you're filtering. It's like doing each filter and passes them on.
So if you call map or filter without the sequence, I mean not in this case, but it gives you this machinery back, which can work with any kind of a list or any kind of a sequence later on, and you can just pass these things around, even compose them together. So
cool. Okay.
It's a thing that's very unique to Clojure, and it's extremely hard to kind of write that in a typed language as well, because you're also working with the kind of things in the list. Here it kind of, you're decoupling the machinery from what the data structure is.
Right.
So that's but I don't think it's a problem here, but this is pretty much what I would write.
Okay, cool.
If you have like a list of, I don't know, 1 billion elements.
Right, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. And I mean, honestly, like also, yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see when Neil wakes up. I'll probably have to be done soon. So we probably can't start talking about transduce. Well, maybe we should just talk about them for as long as we have left, and then I'll just have to sign off when Neil wakes up, which will probably be any time in the next 10 to 15 minutes. So like, so I basically, is the main purpose of transducers like for this problem that we had here, like, is that the main reason why they exist, or is there some other thing?
They exist to solve like big data movement problems. Like Clojure finds itself in a lot of places where it's operating on things that are billions, trillions size long.
Okay.
And then because they're processing data things, so that's where Clojure is this thing. So Transducer solves the problem of like, I want to write things in a chain streaming fashion, but I don't want this intermediate like things to be lazy, or so there's flavors of transducers which says I want to consume this as soon as possible, so transduce eagerly. There's a lazy transduce as well, so it's transduces but then gives you a seek again.
Okay,
but
cool.
But transducers is this, it's just a way to compose functions if you look at it.
Nice. Classic. It's just a classic functional lang explanation. Well, it's actually just a way to compose functions. You guys have heard of monads before?
It is pretty much a bit. It is a bit of a flex there.
Yeah. No, I like it. I think it's funny. I don't care. Pick is over there. He was just about to type. It's a way to compose functions. He was right on the keyboard. The problem was he had the monad copy pasta already in his paste buffer. He went to Emacs to go grab it. And it was a little slow loading, so didn't quite get there in time to do the first paste. But
Right.
that's all right, Pick. You win some, you lose some.
Yeah. I mean, if you look, the use case for transducers is just like massive data transforms, and
Okay.
also like put your transformation machinery and decouple it from the data structure that it's operating on.
Yeah.
Which is where the type is the harder bit. Like if you want to do transducers in Rust, it's really hard. Like you can't.
Right. Yep. Yeah. That I think that makes sense. Someone asked a little ago, why are we writing clojure today? One, because learning is good, so that's why. But also for README Book Club. If you didn't know, we've got Lispy Clouds with us, who's our resident, clojure expert, who keeps on, telling me that he's been excited to see what we're gonna do with it. So I'm pretty. I honestly, I could see myself writing, some scripts like this. Like, I think that it's pretty nice. I think the batteries included part is really nice too. Of sort of just like, oh, I just have a bunch of things. Unlike in Bash, you're like, well, I don't know, I never have any libraries. you don't have like a library, Yeah, it's really cool.
And notice that you never use Stack Overflow. The whole of Clojure community hates Stack Overflow like this.
That's good. The only thing is, I feel like I need to have this API MD somehow in my editor, but that's, I think. Oh well, okay. We've got maybe a few more minutes then. Let's turn this into a real Clojure project. Okay, even if I end up just actually evaluating it with Babashka, how can I? Let's do that. So.
Do you wanna start from scratch? Let's have a folder and then we can start creating the structure and then
that's totally good. So because I don't need any of this in particular right now, we'll just start a new one. So let's go to we'll just make a new one and let's do okay. So all right. So I have Clojure installed. Is there like a Clojure new init something cool .jvm?
Couldn't do that there, but yeah. I mean it's small enough to you can just make the and that's
okay.
Not too fast.
Cool.
So make the what do you want to call the thing?
Yeah, let's call it not Haskell.
Yeah. So we there and then we say I guess stat depth Eden.
Yep. Okay. So yep, EDN. Okay, nice.
Eden and then an empty map there. That's it. You can get out of it and a folder called src source. And another folder, maybe, I don't know, not Haskell. It's like a src / and then you put your namespace in it.
Oh, okay, cool. So we can just say...
You can still call it not Haskell if you want.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we're going to keep calling it that.
And then we create a file called, I don't know, main.clz.
Okay.
Yeah, so let's go. So it has completed the namespace now.
Wow, look at that. It just added that for me.
So
I didn't
now
even do that. Okay.
Inside the namespace is when we put the require. So we put a next line inside the namespace. Yeah. Here we say : require, not require.
And now we do
function call require.
Like this.
So now we don't. The colon is front of the require. It's a keyword require.
Gotcha.
And then the vector of things that you have.
Okay, cool. So we can go back to here. And we could just take this.
Yeah, you don't need the quotes anymore, and require is like that.
Oops. Like this.
So this is a proper namespace now.
Okay, nice. And then we'll just copy the rest of this down, I guess, right? I can just copy the rest of this. This should hypothetically work. Yeah. Do I need to put this inside of the namespace?
No, so namespace is a declaration in the beginning.
Okay, cool.
And that's it. Rest is namespace does not match the. So not Haskell needs to be underscore. This is Java problems.
Java problems, nice.
And
then I need to go back to here and rename this to not underscore Haskell like this.
Because Java wants it that way.
Yeah, we'll just make sure that we're in a good spot there for that. Okay.
Yeah, and that can be hyphen. That doesn't matter. the NS one.
Okay, it's fine. We'll leave it out now as this. Or I guess we would want to do this, right? Because I'm not gonna type.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna type that. I'm not gonna type it. I'm already there. Here,
So-
someone asked which one is the. So I'm using the G Panders one. This one right here. For the parent fur. Very good. You just do it with indentation. It's great. Very cool stuff. So like, see how I dedent this and then the list changed, but now I indent it. Very cool. There's a few things where I feel like I need to figure out what the trick is, but okay. Okay, cool. So now I have this. This is great.
So now we can actually create a main function. Finally, we are doing some production.
Oh, look at this. Wow, we're real programmers.
So
Main.
we can do it before the comment. It's like good to have comment at the end.
That makes sense. I can buy that. Okay.
So main would be hyphen main, like minus main. So that's a convention that we can go get into the rabbit hole later on.
Okay, but I do this.
Now we call the thing that we want. So I guess run, skip, go is what we want to call.
Sure, I'll just say like we'll just print line this at first just so I can see it like happen.
Right. So this is a proper project now, right? So let's go to the terminal and then we say.
Pick just notice the name. All right. Okay, sorry. So I was reading that and I completely missed what the next step was that I'm supposed to do.
So now that we are in a grown-up project,
Yeah. Yep.
it somehow says run, skip, go is not used. I guess we never use it.
Yeah, we
Okay,
don't use
right.
that function yet because we were just printing here, so that's fine.
So here we say in the BB Eden. Let's go to the BB Eden. So do we have?
Oh, I
the
didn't
BB
make one
Eden?
yet. BB Eden. Okay.
And then we add in the in a map we say colon paths.
Okay.
Paths.
Oh,
like
paths. Yeah, gotcha. Oh, I saw this in your thing.
This would be SRC as a string.
Like this.
So we are saying that Babashka care about this path.
Makes sense.
Look for things at it. Right?
Yep.
So given that, now let's go to the terminal and
Yep.
then we say bb space hyphen cp, I think, class path
Okay.
space. Do we need that? No, actually no. So bb hyphen m. So where is the main? That's what we're saying. And we say not Haskell dot.
Oh, but I have to do underscore, right?
Not Haskell dot main.
Oh, okay. Dot main. Oh, right, because that's the one that we made, right? But then the actual namespace is with a dash. Very cool. That's awesome. That's so cool. And so the dash main is whatever is going to get run.
Yeah. So Clojure looks for dash main in a namespace.
Okay.
So
Sweet.
that is an entry point. So when you say hyphen m something, it looks for the dash main.
Cool. Okay, so then if I wanted to do the what we had before, which was like download repos, we put this here.
So this is your like entry point of your entire thing, and you do all your side effects right here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, something like this. We'll just try this out.
Mhm.
That's still pretty fast, I feel like. Oh, but
It
BB
is
is running it. Yeah, of course. I was like, that seems fast. Why is everyone saying that that's not fast? It seems fast.
Okay.
Right, and so then we should have those. Awesome. That's super cool.
Yeah, I mean that's like you putting a bow on top of all of it.
Right. Yeah, no, that's really cool. So now the only question I was wondering was, do we get? So it still doesn't seem to really like
This
giving.
is a Clojure LSP thing, I would say. I mean, I can check it out. Like what's.
Oh, you
why
know what?
doesn't-
Probably we should do as well is probably restart this again just in case. Oh well, we haven't even added anything to our depths. Probably Clojure LSP is wondering what the heck
That's
is.
fine. I think that is a valid depth seed actually. It is.
Well, but I mean, like
So
I'm saying, we're asking for a like, what does Babashka.fs have? But I haven't told Clojure LSP that I want to have it. Right? Like Clojure can't actually run this file yet, right?
No, because Clojure will use the depth seed to actually run. So the same thing would be Clojure space hyphen capital M space hyphen small m. This is Clojure thing.
Okay.
Space and then the rest of it, not Haskell.main. It's gonna say, oh, what is Babashka process?
Could not locate. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So how would I add that to a depths dot
So
enum?
here you say depths colon depths, and then you start another map. You can copy it from the Babashka process README. There's a thing there too.
Oh right, it had. I do remember that now. What's going on with this computer all of a sudden? I think my internet's still fine, but every once in a while, just order a new Ethernet cable. 1 sec, chat. Fortunately, we're on 2 computers, so I don't think internet like stream shouldn't care. All right.
Are you actually ordering a new Ethernet, right?
It's literally coming tomorrow, yeah, because I had the Ethernet. I switched offices. When I switched offices, the new office Ethernet port doesn't actually work. So I'm just gonna run it outside until Kayleen complains about it, like in the hallway, and then see how long that takes. It might take a little while, which is nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can take this.
The inside stuff, yeah, that's it.
Whoops, I think I don't want this now, and I do this. Okay.
So you can put FS as well.
Right. So we can just do basically these are all just inside of one map, right? So I need to do like this. And then we can go here, and then instead of process we can say FS like this. What else did we do in
I think that's it. Clojure string is a standard library.
That makes sense. So now
FS, I think FS you need another version. I don't think that's the correct version.
Could not find artifacts. Oh,
Babashka has a
makes sense. It's not the right version. Where's the? Oh, this one didn't say.
Is it even on?
0.2.9, I guess. Also
oh yeah, 0.3.17.
0.3.17. Okay.
Yeah. So now it's gonna download some stuff.
Yeah, which makes sense. Okay, that makes sense. So those all had to go. That's already done.
So this is running on the JVM now.
Yeah. Does it not like complete? Why doesn't it complete? Like, or it's like in not exiting.
Okay, so this is it has started some process things at the end. So let's make it complete. So at the end you say after the println.
Yep.
Is a shutdown -agents. This is Now if you control C that.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, that's noticeably slower than the other strategy with just BB. Yeah. Okay, that's very cool though. So that all makes sense. Okay, so now let's just try restarting this again. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Why did that ever come?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was because I tried to open up NeoVim, or I tried to open up Telescope at the same time Conjure was doing something. So I think it's just a Conjure thing. Main.clj. So now I want to see if we do something here where we go fs/nice.
There.
Yep.
There
that makes sense. How is Clojure LSP supposed to know about a package that isn't installed? That makes sense. Yeah. That's it's completely.
I think it figures out its path from the dev season.
Right. Which so that's very cool. And then I can still basically run everything as if literally exit 0 function. Yeah, no, so that makes sense. So I can still run everything with like Babashka. That doesn't actually matter, because like we said, they're the same thing. But if I wanted, now I can have all of the tooling that exists for checking Clojure stuff, but it all exists here. That's really cool. I like that a lot. That happens to work really, really nicely. And that was basically the thing that I was trying to figure out. I was like, well, surely we should be able to get all these functions.
If you do LSP hover, I think you should get it.
Yeah. FS Windows. I mean, it knows something about it. It does. Maybe I need to install something to do docs or something.
Conjure is doing it. I think if you do
vim.ls. Oh my goodness. That was the other reason that I was upset about that, because it does override some stuff. There you go. Nice. Returns true if OS is Windows. Perfect. Yeah, that's great.
That's it. Yeah, it's a very contrived function that we have there, but.
Yeah, no, that's all super cool. So then we could check proc shell again. This is the one that says we've got some extra args and outs and stuff like that right there. Yeah. Awesome. I don't know, anything else that you want to go over? Otherwise I should probably just sign off to go, because I think Neil's gonna wake up shortly and Kayleen's taking
I think I at some point it'll be nice to try out the tasks stuff as well.
Yeah, and some of it we can also maybe try out on Friday. We can show during the thing, because we can show Bash and Began some of it, because I think this this concept is cool and what's happening here. Yeah, Conjure messes with the hover. I know, Febby. I gotta figure out how to turn it off in Conjure. So you're 7 weeks with me luck. Nice. Let's go. That's the whole goal, is just try it out, learn new stuff together. That's why we're doing it. You can join our join the book club if you want, like, more officially, so you can come and hang out for when we do stuff.
Yeah, I think that's it, and everything else is just like finding like Clojure has this thing like there's like 5 data structures, but 5 million functions that work on them. So
Right. Yep.
you just have to like find the right function that you want.
Yep. Someone asked book tip for learning Clojure. Like, do you have what's your favorite Clojure book?
So I would recommend Clojure for the Brave and True.
Oh, I love the name. Nice. It's a sweet name. I need to do NeoVim for the Brave and True. That would be a cool book name.
So, I mean, it has this Emacs section, and please ignore that.
Please ignore. Yeah. Please ignore.
So it talks about how to set up Emacs, and that is.
Yeah, well, we set it up for NeoVim in like 5 minutes. So I don't know what everyone's talking about. Like, Emacs is the best place to edit Lisp. I don't know. This seems fine.
Yeah, I mean, the Conjure itself is written in a Lisp, so.
Yeah, but that's fine. We have Fennel. It's written in Fennel, right? Or is it not written in Fennel?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's why you pick a language that exists, that people already have written things for, like Lua. Not throwing shade at anyone else in particular. But, like, picking a language like that, yeah, makes it so, like, oh, people already wrote things that work with Lua or compile to Lua. Maybe that would be good. I don't know. Now we even have a Vim 9 script to Lua transpilation step. Cool. All right. Well, hey, thanks, Lispy. I think I'll probably sign off, but we'll probably DM a little bit. We went too far. Indeed. That's the classic science meme. We were too busy asking if we could, that we didn't ask if we should. So, yeah, hey, I really appreciate you coming and taking the time, though, for this. I really like it. I may end up using this more, and people will just be cracking up if I'm writing Lisp to do bash tasks inside of NeoVim. Now, that's something they weren't expecting when they turned on Twitch. You know what I mean? That is not what they were expecting.
I mean, if you infect source graphs repositories with some Babashka stuff, that'll be.
Yeah, it's like it's gonna get executed by our cargo build. I like it. Cool. All right. Well, I got to sign off. Lispy, anything you want to shout out? Like, do you have? I don't know. You're here in chat. You know, at Lispy Clouds. But any like Twitter, GitHub that you want to do, Patreon? I don't know.
It's I guess I'm not too sure of the money stuff of it. I still deal with my full-time job.
Nice.
But
that's good.
But the thing is, like, have a look at the GitHub Lispy Clouds. It's just Lispy Clouds on online for me.
Yeah, there you go. Here, we'll just link it.
And also, like, check out Babashka, check out these.
Go to every repo and give it a star, chat. Every single one. Star. Just eat millions of dollars in GitHub stars. Farm them.
I have a sponsor. I mean, that's not a thing that I use too frequently because I run a bunch of workshops in Clojure and things like that. So
oh, sweet. Very cool.
That's the thing that this sponsor is for, but I don't expect anyone because it's like a side thing that I do.
Yeah, sweet. Well, it's very cool. Yeah, I don't know. Chat, any last questions before we say goodbye? Otherwise, we're gonna call it a day. You gotta wait so long for chat to reply because of delay.
Yeah, I also work as an infrastructure person, so yeah, that's the fun fact that I have.
Nice.
But, I think it applies everywhere.
Wait a second. Getting rid of static types altogether? What the heck? We gotta end. We gotta end stream right now. Friendship with Lispy ended.
I was hoping no one notices that, but yeah, that's
friendship ended.
But you remember the meme that I posted?
Yes, I remember. Yep. Don't use types. Use types. Don't use types. What about OCaml's types, though? What do you think about that?
So that's the thing. So, I mean, if I'm going to do static typing, I'm going to do an ML style typing.
Okay.
Everything else just feels very...
There we go. Yeah, exactly. We're all fine with anarcho-communism. You do you. But getting rid of types? I was thinking the same
Yeah.
thing, but I didn't want to make a meme about it. But someone already went there in chat, so I was feeling that. Okay, all right, Lispy, we gotta head out. Thanks, buddy. Super appreciate it,
All right.
and we'll be messaging later and see you around.
Yeah.
Yeah, no types,
Yeah.
huh? All right. See everybody. I'm gonna end stream. Oh wait, no, we gotta. What am I thinking? We gotta raid somebody. Who's on right now? We gotta give somebody a raid. I don't want gaming. We could raid Acorn. Well, what I missed? Did we learn closure? We learned closure. We can. Oh, chat. Should we do one type racer, Funi type racer, before we go? Type Royale. We could raid Kit. I do love it. Should we do one type Royale? Neil hasn't woken up. What do you think? Join in. We'll just do one room. One room. Survival. No, not survival, because otherwise it ends too fast. Create. One Toy Royale, and then we're gonna raid Acorn. Whoops, that link doesn't work. Join fast, chat. Join fast. Are you getting in? Lispy, are you getting in?
This is a thing that I struggle at right now. It's closure. I don't write code. I stare out.
True. Yeah, and you barely even have to write anything. So few characters. Like, if the whole thing was just like this, if you're looking at my bar, if it was just like this, you'd probably be the fastest of us all. You know what I mean? Like, oh, balance these parentheses. Like, you'd be set, but for the rest of us...
I'm also not balancing them. It's bad.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, you helped out a lot too. Oh my goodness, I'm choking. I haven't been writing. Oh, did I do? Wait, did I do? Oh my goodness. Shoot, I typed the wrong one. Oh, choke. Seasonal adder, choke. All right, nice. I didn't even realize that I did survival. I thought I turned that off. All right, let's raid Acorn and get out of here.
Everyone choked at the same.
Everyone choked. Everyone choked. Everyone's fired from the startup. You're all going home. Rewrite it in closure. Let's get out of here.
But yeah, hope you had fun.
I did. I really like Babashka. I think it's fun. It's also, I like how easy it is to run shell commands and do stuff. That part's really cool. I think that part's really nice.
I think, yeah.
Oh, I didn't even see this part. We can say out and we want it to be a string. Okay, well, that's one of the next questions that I had, and that's perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to do. Okay. Well, I'll be playing with that later. All right, bye, chat. See y'all later. No types.
Bye.
Get out of here. No types. Get out of here. All right, bye.
Found it.
All right, let me turn stream off.
Let me pin this.
Stop.